heavy weapons over on your direction if you're going to be moving inside. Hence why they move upwards, but that still sees. So these players to be in a pickle. Homeboys getting single out one after another. Right now, Talon's all alone, but we've seen clutches from Talon before. Can he do it again? Alpha now with the Molotov, not quite enough, but they will be having the DBS shells to pop right in. And just like that, Homeboys sent out very early.
I don't know anything about being singled out, but I know a thing or two about being single. And it's definitely not fun. So, too bad for Homeboys.
I think being single can be fun.
Oh,
Depends where
speaking
you're
for
looking.
Experience?
I guess. Let's not go further than that. And AC Slumber. Oh, great assault. And right now, here comes the push coming from the side of Mela as he brings in the AUG with the puppy. Quick jump shot secures it, and Vampire Esports are onto something today. And it's BTR taking the brunt of the damage. Federalis now left all alone inside, and this push is just too much pressure. Red Bull, the major roster shuffles coming in from, like, this is a little bit unlikely of their nature to kind of play like that. But then again, you gotta also think about them having one more extra day to play with, but it's starting to get a little bit riskier. When push comes to shove, D-Saber, they always confirm, and this is where there's the battle of the bridge, and Talon Esports having points caught out. No position for him to find any cover, and the rest of Team Flash trying to puncture this cover trap on his way. So tanky. They finally hop out, and LaFire tries to land the final blow. It will go down. Talon being crushed by the spark of brilliance of Team Flash. Stop, he says, thank you very much for sending me some Christmas presents so early. It's only August. I mean, it's a couple of months away before we actually celebrate that. That's Buta down to bandages already, so it is going to be very tough for him to actually cross over, trying to find a pickup. Meanwhile, speaking of pickup, Razy gets the finishing touch, and that will be the end for 7 months.
I remember asking him the same question, and he did say that it's bow. And every one of us went like, how is that bow?
Well, take out the Z then.
Yeah. And the W.
Well, I guess it's close enough, right? Like bow and arrow kind of bows. So that's it. Vikings now. Yeah, and BTR is also in the mix. They're looking to really put a dent to the rest of voin Esports.
Yeah, and this was the position that we talked about, right? Like BTR having the high ground against voin. And now voin is having a hard time. And without further ado, BTR will eliminate them. But now they need to deal with APG on the left side. But I wonder if APG will be interested to climb up to this high ground. They might not, because they have a safer option of just being at where they are or where Ruthles is at.
Yeah, and I think that they really could just take their sweet time. Like, they have just about enough cover for the meantime. So long as BTR doesn't push towards the direction, they do have no need to burst anywhere at all. Meanwhile, Delta decides to swing right behind BTR, and this is where it gets a little bit feisty. Zio going toe-to-toe, but it's going to be an out of the angle coming from Federalis, securing that one. Slowly running down, only one member side of AST left, while there is Bows pushing upwards, and this is where we see some of all these Titans come out to play. And Bigtron by Vitality has been really taking from control. I like the stances that they're taking. Very precise, very controlled, and it really feels like, you know, all these muscles are starting to grow some brains on top of it.
Wow. Okay. Let's see who will grow brain or muscle here in this fight between Team Flash and APG. And APG full squad against Team Flash that has a compound, and APG they're looking to flush out the members of Team Flash. Nade up nade, lobbed into the building, but nothing connected. House might be pressured to move outside, but the smoke is still active, so he has a little bit more space. But here comes Ruthles. But the moment he steps in, Zeus or Hugh dealt with him.
Very quickly done, and now down to one member left. Tops. Trying to find Dial over on the back end. Oh, Doc, he gets clipped out as well. Tops. He's going to be able to really stop the rest of APG. Somehow, that member is still alive right down the bottom. Team Flash now goes in for the full clearance. It's already 11 points, and they're looking to dominate this match.
And BTR, full team. This is the best chance for BTR to lock in another chicken dinner for themselves. And from afar, it's going to be Optimus taking out Tops. And there's only one player of APG left. Come on, it has to be BTR. Unless if Doc can somehow pull off an insane clutch.
I like how all three of our votes end up in the top three, and right now, BTR is looking to secure it. Doc holding firm. He gets a little bit more damage. He's not coming for the great doesn't supplement him just about enough. He's pretty much box right through, and he gets rampaged by Optimus with the final stop. Big trial by Vitality. Box brawl between both teams. Rules is just about to make his entry as well.
Well, Team Flash, they're looking for a brawl here. Trying to find out to the high ground where RQ is at. RQ, but Rosemary as well. And here's Win with the win. Noga gets win instead, so a bit of a trade-off between RQ and Team Flash. They're not stopping yet. Backup's on his way. Oh, not really a backup though. Badru is on his way. Probably looking to steal away a couple of elimination points.
And by them trying to really act for that spacing, you see a lot of casualties. Team Flash, another casualty of their own as he blundered his way, he fell through, and it gets punished in return. Alva now finding one more attack as well. As Outer Aries, they love playing by the prison grounds, and they are so well versed, taking control of both RQ and the team up north at the same time.
Rosemary spraying smoke, hoping to land a shot onto Baus. Not able to, as he's protected by his vehicle and the smoke as well. Xavier, look at this.
Time? Seems like some of these guys are just trying to see if they could find a little bit more of that trait getting done in BTR just by the edge of it all. But we get that firm update right now. Oh, it goes all the way back to the hills, and suddenly...
and one team that off is going to be BTR. Now Bumblebee shows himself and takes a few shots from Juke. Healing up back to 80% of health. Scoping out to Juke. Kind of missed that moment. At the same time, Juke, he has about 20 more seconds. How is that vehicle even moving at the same time? But nevertheless, I'm going to discuss that later. While Juke takes out Bumblebee.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a deception with that movement vehicle as well, but Juke can only buy a couple of seconds before the rest of 52 arrives at the scene. Now, it's been troubling time for Team Secret. Left only 2 members to stand off up against BTR. Donkey, he gets a shred, and he actually pins out BTR. Unfortunately, you know, what I really appreciated on this season is that even in Miramar, it's last couple of seasons, they usually take it so slowly. Now everyone says we just want to fight because we just want to be ready for the grand final, you know.
Yeah, at some point, like if you're comfortable on page 1, you can pretty much do anything, right? So why not just try to test your mechanical skills by just taking fights? Because strategy doesn't really matter to a certain extent, I guess, if you're really comfortable up there.
Well, it to a certain extent, it still matters, right? Because you need to mix in just about enough bronze as well as wits in order to cover all aspects of survivability. On top of the hill, it's going to be the fire. Getting a beautiful angle up against Levi's, but he's trying to go in for the reload. Allows Levi's to find a little dip to work with.
Oh, this nade by LaFire could be a big one onto the Xavier. Bounce? Explode? Did not connect. It's going to cook up a second nade. Here we go. A little bit of an overcook there, and that will allow Shin to pick up Mr. Poverty Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. I like the way you put it. Rest of the X3 foul. No room to actually fend off. Yoru comes in from the back. And just like that, they seek those optimal angles to take out the members of VX. And more shots coming from the other side of the fences. It doesn't seem like Talon's safe altogether, so they will have to also come in with a little bit more of a defensive stance. they're not where they want to be just yet. So they are traversing across the valleys, and the ones that's been shooting has been AST. Interesting. Take a look at that. Levi's on the other corner, Gyante on the other side, and somehow
Action against another team. Okay, that's easy. They've been waiting for this moment, and now Easy in Monte Nuevo has the man advantage against Sam9, going up against Siaran and Amazal, but Amazal, their captain, Siaran actually did it.
oh, Siaran so clean on the approach, and now it allows them to open up that space. AZ Slumber kind of held back for quite some time. Meanwhile, we have APG taking out top from the side of Team Flash.
Oh,
Still holding on though. Agent
Thunder.
Brian. And he actually holds firm, and that was a perfect cook.
beautiful stun grenade execution there, but not over yet.
AST, however, I think that in the next shift, will they still be in it? It's a big wonder if they do. But here comes Bumblebee.
Oh, okay. Federales will open up with a DBS to get that win against Win.
Room card instead of the esports room card, where we follow like the usual speed of how it actually closes up. But I could be wrong. Zeta catches over onto Rick. So that is one initiation, and he does actually find Federales as well. Voin
Ooh.
Donkey, they're onto something, and now they add 3 points to the tally.
Okay. And Voin right now, they have 3 eliminations. So they're doing so far so good, and they're the only team with full squad. We're seeing it time and time again today that if at this stage, you are the only team with a full lineup, you stand a good chance of scoring the chicken dinner.
Yeah. But the problem is, like, AST was locking into that position, wishing that they would step out eventually. Now AST has been weakened to only 1 member left. So realistically, there is really a shot here for the side of Voin Donkey. And take a look at the space outskirts, right? They can afford to take those vehicles, journey their way in, and then maybe challenge even the likes of Salcom DJ Alliance. I think if it's not Voin Donkey, then CD Alliance here is definitely in the prime form. 5 kills to their name. I think the highest so far definitely has to be Sem9, but they're depleted already.
But Sam9 though, they have 7 eliminations because of the 2 fights earlier on in Monte Nuevo, so they're still okay overall. And if it look at it objectively, right, with the points that they have collected by now, it's like 92 points, make that 91 including that 1 placement point, they're pretty all right. But for Trapper Messi being eliminated with 0 points this round, only 1 placement points, overall also still okay. So I wouldn't be too worried about Trapper Messi now.
Look at Bose though. He spots out Curine, he spots out Bumblebee, but he does not know which one to shoot first and foremost. I think right by the zone, and the blue zone's already coming in. He's gonna look for that trade. And they don't suspect anything at all. Is it gonna be it? Okay, he found the angle. There we go.
Okay, that's one. Can you get the second one? No second one. He was close though, but gotta give it to Kyorine's reaction. That was fast.
Yeah, he needed to really make the right swings. Maybe if he picked on to Curine first, then you saw the hit was being turned the other side for Bumblebee. So I think like it could have actually been a really good decision if they actually started that one first. But then again, it's a 50-50, which he took his chance, and now Voin Donkey is out here to punish BTR, all thanks to Bose.
And Voin now, okay, though they are in the top 5, but based on circle,